clicked on us.
Well,
Right.
we're going to give people some time to show up.
Mm-hmm.
This is the urine therapy Q&A live stream.
Okay, is it happening? I know this conversation is happening live, but I'm just sort of in the middle of cooking something and different things. But can I jump in a little bit later? Or
Yeah, this is going to go on for possibly an hour to an hour and a half. You can
Okay.
just simply mute everything and walk away from the screen and come back anytime.
Okay, I don't know how to do it. Let's just see. I'm just such a dog when it
On the
comes
bottom
up.
left.
There it is.
Yeah, you see a microphone picture and a camera.
Cool, I see that. And so, if I want to go away for a little bit, when does it start officially, Brother
It officially
Sage?
starts in 3 minutes.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll check back in a little bit. Okay.
All right. Aloha.
Aloha. Thank you.
Welcome. As you can tell, spiritual masters are often playing the fool. We are known for being the one who keeps the king happy. This is why we've taken on the role as the court jester. And some of the people who have the greatest teachings and sense of humor are often teaching enlightenment through comedy. So if you wonder why I'm so freaking serious all the time, because life isn't. So say it again.
I feel like you're never serious because you're serious in the right amount of, don't know.
The right subject, the right moment. When it requires serious, when I'm doing consultations with people, it's very serious because we're doing a deep dive into their belief systems and their patterns.
Yeah.
And
So-
yeah, it's the lighter you are, it's how do you get below in ballet? It's a deep rootedness. It's a very center line thing, and basically you think down to go up. I love that phrase. Think down to go up. Yeah.
Is that a lot of people teaching up down and some people teaching down up? Is that another teaching that's going around there instead of high low down up? Never
We
mind.
need the ground first. I think I don't think you have to be wealthy to be enlightened, but being enlightened is not about showing off. So if you're trying to be poor in order to show off how enlightened you are, you're dead wrong. Tell you that.
Most definitely. We're going to do a little hint from now and then. I do these subliminal messages just to keep people from falling asleep during the talk.
It cracks me up. Do you know why? Because someone will be in the middle of a sentence and then you pull it out because it has to happen, and it throws them off. It throws them
Yeah,
off.
of course it does.
Exactly. It's great. It's
That
lovely.
might be the reason.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do performance art first. You guys seen this one, right?
Yes. Yep. That came in the mail.
Yeah. What I want people to do, since I own the copyright, is to take this and put it on things. Shirts, bumper stickers, buttons, whatever, and spread the message. So if you ever feel, motivated to do that. So I'm going to tell a little personal joke that kind of happened last night, and then we're going to go into live performance art here, and I've been practicing this. This is what I was talking about, Chitta, when I said I saw this car that said Manna
Yeah.
construction on it.
Yeah. Tell me more.
I will, but I don't want to forget what happened. My housemate goes to classes where she's doing fitness and working out because she wants her body back. So every now and then she's at the house without a car. For some reason, she didn't manifest a rental car, an owner car. And my heart goes out to her. I said, take my car. It's a rental. I don't care. So she would go out to the fitness club, do the workout, Well, when she came home last night, on the back of my car, she put an eco-friendly bumper sticker over my urine therapy bumper sticker.
Oh, wow.
And at first I was moving into anger. I was about to, because I realized, oh my goodness, I'm really attached to the message I'm putting out on the car. Right? And so I started sitting with it and going, wait a minute, this car has become a public bulletin board now. It's a mobile bulletin board. And then later on, she explained to me why she put that over there, because when she went to gym class, she felt embarrassed that people might associate her with this bumper sticker on the car she drove up with. And I totally understood. I said, it's silly that I would make a big thing out of a bumper sticker.
Wow, yeah, no, I would not be that mature. Good for you.
Hmm.
Yeah,
would
yeah. I was
If
pissed off at first, but then
mature, I would have my own supply of bumper stickers and yeah, you know, put the right one in another spot. Yeah, I would take the damn sticker off. That's what I would do. I don't want anybody fucking my car. Come on now.
well, I took her sticker off and I gave it to her, and we had a good laugh. And she says,
Yeah, it's a laugh. As long as you can laugh, you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
yeah. So we had a hug, and everything is cool again. What is the link? Come on, I gave you the link.
You'd be like, yeah, we're laughing. Okay, now I'm gonna take your sticker off.
So someone who just may want to get on the call, her name is Corinne. She's a new urine therapy client. We had a consultation, a lovely consultation last night. And she said she was looking for a mentor and a coach. So we're setting up accountability calls and coaching calls every 10 days.
Nice.
And which is great for them, because the people who do a one-time deep dive into their psyche and reveal and heal and get a new understanding of their life and can move forward on it, oftentimes don't really have enough foundation. And this is for you guys who go into coaching and counseling. So it's good to do follow-up to see if they did anything from what you talked about and see what needs to be adjusted and tweaked so they can make the next step into their new life.
One thought that comes up, Sage, is we're really trying to train people to do a daily practice. And so you have to check in to see if they're doing a daily practice.
Yeah. Any kind of daily practice.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, I mean, that's usually what I lean on. It's not about quantity. It's not about an Olympic thing. It's about forming a habit, acquiring a taste. Yep.
And building it into the routine. Yeah. It's also not about doing it for you.
Ooh, say that again.
Their practice is not about doing their practice to make you happy or to get your approval.
Of course, that's why they pay me, you know?
That's why they pay me the big bucks, right? There's Daniel Lee down there at the bottom.
He always has his plants around.
He has his plants. He has gallons and gallons of Shivambu.
Speaking of that,
Oh yeah, we did a urine tub thing. She wants me to say it, but see, I'm figuring this out with her. She's like, she initiates it, but I gotta actually do the thing. So yeah, you know, which is fine. That makes sense to me. Yeah, we did a urine bath.
we did.
So I saved up a bunch.
It was our first time with like anyone ever.
Dude,
So it was very intimate. It was very, yeah.
novel.
Novel works.
I like novelty.
It was, so your maiden voyage was good?
Yes. I enjoyed it.
Yes, yes. And the water's still around?
I made the mistake of putting essential oil in the bath.
Uh-oh, which one?
And I tell everyone that no, you can't do it. Even if you want to do it, even if it stinks, you can't do it.
Well, she's lucky I burned myself even worse once on my own. And nothing compared to that. I put for her like lemon essential oil. And then basically
It was worse than that?
oh, it was way worse.
Wow.
Oh
Not
my
worse than
God.
peppermint?
Yeah, man. She, you know, she had kind of a combo thing and
Yeah.
you know, it helped the smell immensely. So I get it.
But it was too much.
Yeah, no, I remember this one time I did the same thing, so much worse to myself.
Yeah, we were both like,
Unbelievable.
we were both super sensitive. And it
I
was,
mean, it just burns your skin because the oil stays
Yeah.
on the top of the water. And
You get,
then
like-
as you go into the water, it just accumulates on your skin. And the oil
yeah, it
is you
feels
know,
like
has
a
an affinity.
burning sensation.
Yep.
So
So
I
don't
did a
put us in-
class on this.
Hello,
The
Daniel.
whole class is not putting essential oil in your bath unless it's really the right kind.
Yeah, I did a whole live on it on Instagram
Yeah.
on the safety of adding that. You want to add it to well, the water is hot, you put it under the water and
Yeah.
introduce it, or just have underwear on some way.
Literally, because it'll just like absorb into, yes. Good man.
It's a good shield. Yeah, I found out when I was putting peppermint oil in the bathtub, it only took me like 3 seconds to get out of the water. There's those sensitive,
Yeah.
when it gets to those certain areas that are really sensitive, oh, you can't put out the fire fast enough. You gotta get out of there.
Just try to dilute it, man.
It's worth it.
It was worth it.
So Daniel,
It was worth
Don't
it.
mad at me.
It was worth it because there was some freaking prime Urine in there. That's why.
Yeah.
definitely gonna mess you up. So let's get started, guys. We're gonna do a little bit of performance art here and then get going.
Very good.
There is mana. There is mana here. Mana is a Hawaiian word for life force, Shakti, prana. You can see it here. You can feel it here. You can sense it here. When the sea breeze comes through the air, you can feel the elements of the water, of the ocean. There is prana, there is life force, there is mana here. It is also true of Shivambu. Shivambu has prana, has life force, has energy, has intelligence. You are literally drinking God's purity of essence in the golden water, known as Shivambu, which also means the water of Shiva or blood of the Lord. So drink within, drink what matters most, you, and be well, my friends. Aloha.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I
Cheers.
ceremony.
So we just did the communion and the performance art all at once.
Good job,
So-
Sage.
Thank you, thank you. It was not scripted. So here's a quick announcements, and then I'm going to review the Shivambu wisdom charts for those who have not studied the chart yet. It is available for those who want to throw $5 my way. It's lovely. It's got a Shiva border around it. But first, the announcements. The water family, the Shivambu hut currently has 1,100 members. If you've not joined the free membership of the Shivambu hut, go to shivambu.org, and then you'll find the link to the Shivambu hut. Get your free membership, and you'll get to enjoy the content that's posted by all the members and yours truly. And you can add your own, whatever the content might be.
What are you looking at?
Oh, he's getting really close to the camera.
I'm
We're looking at David's background. That's
pardon, I
all.
don't mean to distract.
Oh, no problem. David is, oh, you mean David's? Oh, yeah, it's kind of teeny.
Yeah.
You'll have to
It's
ask him for it or screenshot it and enlarge it.
Got a Taurus with planets on the inside. Seems like.
Not everyone's talking.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm making lunch right now, but I'm still listening.
No
I'll
problemo.
find a way to enlarge this for you guys.
Okay, let's finish up the announcements because we want to get through all this part and I can stop talking and everybody else, we can throw questions and answers back and forth because that's what this whole thing is all about. The Water Family Directory is a directory and a place to find who's who in the water community worldwide. And it's designed so people can find a urine therapy teacher or a therapist somewhere in their country that they can reach out to, or they can refer other people to if they get in a pinch, because my time is getting to a minimum. So with all the people who've been reaching out to me for consultations, coaching, et cetera, it's nice that everybody else is starting to, take some of the heat, take some of the work. So that's the Water Family Directory. We also have, it's maybe in the works, it's almost finished, is the 28-day urine therapy protocols calendar. And this was designed for people who lack discipline. So you can create codes on the calendar and put them on every day. Like for example, on Mondays and Tuesdays, you'll do an enema. On Fridays, you'll do a urine fast. On Wednesdays, you'll do a foot soak. On Saturdays, you're going to do a full out bath. You get the idea? So it's going to be a 28-day calendar, and you've got full control of it, and you create a coding system, write down, you'll learn what all the different protocols are, and then you can use that as a way to get more involved with your urine therapy practices. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while coming. Congratulations.
Not done yet. Oh, by the way, Melinda and her husband Rick out there in North Carolina, or they moved to Tennessee, I forget. He's the web designer who's giving a makeover to my brothersage.com website.
Woo. Very good.
I'm excited because I'll be up there with the big guns, the big website people who have all the bells and whistles and e-commerce and scheduling, and everything's going to be on there. So that's in the works right now. The next urine therapy training course is scheduled for July 27th through August 24th. For the guys who just missed the last urine therapy training course, we got a brand new teacher out of that one. His name is Hunter Jensen. He's out in California, and he's available through Telegram and Instagram if anybody wants to reach out to him. It's really exciting to me to hear people go, I want to teach people this. I want to move the message out further in the world. I said, great. We can do that. You can go slow or you can go fast. These UT Q&As are going to continue on Fridays up until August, unless I have a conflict. I'm going to keep hosting these on Fridays for some time. Any questions so far?
Nope.
Nope.
Anybody want to make a quick announcement before I go over the Shivambu wisdoms?
Nope.
Wow, I just opened it up for announcements. What was I thinking? Okay, Shivambu wisdom chart. Anybody has seen it yet?
Not sure.
Okay, Shivambu wisdom charts. Basically, it simplifies the presentation to people about Shivambu and the PowerPoints. It's like a PowerPoint presentation, and it highlights each of the ways to understand it in the shortest amount of time. Number one will handle a whole lot of questions that people throw at you, particularly when you stand up and become a teacher. Well, what about this? And when should I use it for that? And can I use it for this condition? Can I take it around medication? And when does it fast? Should I do the midstream, the blah, 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 right? Number one, bullet point is Shivambu is an intuitive medicine. It's an intuitive remedy or elixir, which means it comes with a built-in guidance system. So every time, and it's the same true things with my client the other night, she was asking me a whole bunch of questions. I said, well, what do you think? What do you feel the answer is? So Shivambu will empower people to start thinking for themselves, start using critical thinking, and be able to resolve a lot of things without having to reach out for help.
I love it. Yeah, you want to give the vibe of supporting people figuring it out. I mean, I enjoy that process, right? Of trial and error, figuring it out. Not everybody does, but a lot of people do.
Right. So built into the Shivambu, the wisdom of it's an intuitive medicine. And this is something I got from Chitta. There's no dogma. There's no dogma. There's no more rules. Was it from you or did you get it from Harry? You can have credit if you want it.
I was like, did I get that from Sage or Harry? Because it was one of you.
Anyway, there's no dogma. There's no rules. There's no got-tos. So that should bring a lot of relief to people who are trying to follow the rules, the way everything has rules, how it makes things work. All right, number two, Shivambu works regardless of your considerations. And this is way cool. And you guys already figured this one out. It doesn't matter if you use your Shivambu, a friend's Shivambu, a man's, a woman's, a child, an adult, a healthy person, a sick person, another species. It works because it's universal in nature.
You know, the ocean plasma is a really good example of this. That's a whole bunch of species making what is basically urine, including the ecosystem. It is the total thing. There's no individuals in that. Yeah.
No, and you get that when you're out there swimming in the water. Wait till you guys come out here. There's a great place of water where you can hold each other up in the water where they can just breathe and melt out and chill out. All right. Number three is the evolutionary or evolving word that I use instead of aging, because the word age and aging, I got to get it off my chest. The word age and aging signifies, or people associate that with losing your power and your strength, dying like an old person. So I've changed it and coined the term evolving and evolutionary Urine. This is why people are starting to say that. Next one is saturation dosing. Saturation dosing is the way to accelerate getting the nutrients driven into the blood, the brain, the body, and so forth, without just drinking it. Because if you're just drinking it, it's eventually going to improve. It's going to make a difference. But since we're so inundated with how we ate all our life and for forever chemicals and everything else that is challenging our body, when you start adding topical protocols along with oral and looping and fasting and enemas, your body regains its strength and its abilities a lot sooner.
Yeah, enemas and topical are insane. Game changer. You think you get it figured out with urine, but not doing that. This is not true. It's not true. You know, the skin, the muscles, there's a lot of metabolic processes going on in there that affect your mood, hormonal stuff especially. And if we just ingest stuff, it goes right to the liver. And the liver is not the only thing that needs love.
Well said. Well said. All right. Wisdom point number, whatever we're on, number 4. The only thing you cannot heal, Emily, the only thing you cannot heal, people say, is this incurable? No, she went into deep meditation. I saw her drop down. People say there's a such thing as an incurable. Actually, if you take the word and divide it apart, it means incurable. We're incurable. So the only thing you cannot heal, which is also a metaphor, the only thing you cannot achieve is what you believe you cannot heal. It's that simple.
Basically, I think everybody knows that they don't really die, because like, why would you want to die if you thought you really died?
Well,
trippy logic.
That's a whole other conversation, and we'll end up bordering on physical mortality. But we're not talking on that right now.
I just like think people are like going for a reset. It's like, oh, this life is wash. Let me just kill myself. That's what I see happening now. That's the sort of
it's happening. And the great purge is underneath it. I mean, I studied Japanese healing technique called Marikari, and they told us there was going to be have you heard of it?
Did you call it a Japanese healing technique?
Yeah, it's called Marikari.
Oh, I heard the H there. I thought you were just making a joke. Oh, it's a healing technique where you kill yourself.
No, that's Harry Carey.
Yeah, that's what I heard, I swear.
That's okay. No problem. You got your prayer beads. It don't matter.
Yeah, this is breathing. This is what it means. Breathe, Matt. That's what it means. Okay, I'm listening.
So I went there to study it. It's kind of like Reiki. It's kind of like a transference of divine light is what they call it. And they said there's a time that's coming on our planet. It's called the Aurora storms, also known as the time of great cleansing and purification. We're in it.
Yep.
And what we're clearing out and what we're cleansing out, Shivambu is doing for the body, but the work we have to do is to clean out the belief systems and the stuck emotions and all the programming we got from the world. And that's kind of accelerating. That moves me into talking about the new human. The new human is moving back into our original cellular or crystalline avatar form. And Shivambu and Masterpiece and Zen Cleanse and certain things that you can complement each other really helps and rebuild yourself.
Yep. Day 2.
Day 2, poo poo pee doo.
Look, I mean,
It was an intense day yesterday, first of
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
We did a lot of different things. And I'm blessed that I was able to push my body to actually experience all of this stimulus in it. It's
well, frick ton of enzymes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Enzymes, they're powerful.
It just doesn't feel like a separate topic when we talk about these things to me.
Mhm.
But people say you can cure everything with aged urine and fasting, but I'm like, especially the fasting, I don't believe in it medically until you have a robust metabolism, for example. I mean, frankly, you don't have to suffer to heal. And like, we've got a greater vision than dogma, right?
Mhm.
But without urine, all these other things don't work half as well. I mean, shoot, urine is not in danger of becoming second rate to anything, in reality.
Right.
So I know we need to talk it up, which I'm here to do. But damn, I love Zen Cleanse and Masterpiece too, Anyway, I feel a little self-conscious saying that in a urine therapy meeting. So I kind of want to get it off my chest.
Well, being the host and the Shivambu guru, you have my blessings. You go right ahead.
Thanks, man.
Sure.
So
So they're complementary, not one or over the other.
Yeah, man, they're totally different dimensions. Yeah. We got macro, micro, and the water in between, dude.
We're getting it all put together quite well. So it's a half an hour into the call. And what I'd like to do is open it up to questions and answers. Oh, the last thing I didn't mention about the Shivambu wisdom is that Shivambu is in a class all to itself. It, like Masterpiece, is a creator. It's a category creator. And people are trying the hardest time to take this vast understanding of Shivambu and shrink it down to tell people, oh, just drink of it. You'll feel better. Trust me.
Yeah.
And that's a
What happens when they don't feel better right away? Sage?
I go back to drawing board and talk to him again. No, it happens differently for different people. I'm glad you brought up that point, because people will ask me, is it going to heal this and that, diabetes, is going to heal COVID, is going to heal multiple sclerosis, is going to heal cancer? And I say yes and no. You wouldn't expect me to say that, would you? But
I mean, I've heard it before, but this is for our audience, and heck, I agree. Yep.
The reason I say it heals some people and it doesn't heal other people, because people have to do more to improve their lifestyle and diet and physical fitness and exercise and spiritual life and states of mind than just drinking the water and hoping for the best. If you're still eating crap, if you're still doing recreational drugs, if you still have a victim mentality, these things are going to slow down and or poison the urine. You got to work on all areas of your life to not only improve what you're challenged with, but to build this for a lifetime.
right.
Is it all in the mind?
A lot of it is. A lot of it is.
I would say that, we need to get people to get to that point of wanting to heal themselves. And that happens in the mind. And when you change your frequency, then it's easier for the person to have acceptance and want to try out these different cleansing devices,
Yeah, it's not really hope in my estimation of it. It's something different. It's not conceptual. It's not hope.
Well, it's because if people are angry all the time and they're having this resistance in their mind, then they're going to start to
I mean, the urine will make them sick. They won't be able to align with its vibration, you could say.
Yeah.
Which manifests so many different ways.
Well, they're going to question everything. That's the thing. They're going to
give themselves an excuse.
Yeah, they're going to giving an excuse. Giving an excuse to not try it because they're not willing to push themselves to do it in the first place. Really?
Okay, let me get the words straight. There's no such thing as sickness. There is a illness in your. There's a queasiness in your stomach. There's a distortion of the field of your body, and there's wellness. There's a lack that can present itself as detoxification symptoms, and medical establishment has put that into and re-engineered that as an illness or what you label as sickness, but there is no. Yeah, it's like a parasite. Parasite can be labeled as a sickness. But why are we still using that word? But if we don't believe in germ theory anymore.
Daniel, Daniel, you got over 8 billion people to go through a paradigm shift to understand what you understand. And
Yeah.
same with Matt and Emily. For everybody to be on the same page, that's going to take some shifting going on.
It literally takes like not thinking.
I would say that it takes acceptance because, communication is honestly my strategy. And that's the thing that I want to get down to. I want to inform as many people as I can without giving them this like self-harm type of or self-doubt type of energy.
Yeah, words are tough
know,
in this. It really is.
Most people who try to educate, they're coming off as aggressive.
Yeah. You're
You
not
know?
sick is like, it sounds aggressive.
Exactly, it does.
It sounds like
And
it's all in your
if
head,
I'm able
pussy.
to
You know?
give them the information without making them feel bad about knowing, that's the key thing.
Yeah,
It's so hard though. We've all been.
You can do it.
You can do it. You do
Okay,
it.
all right. Here's
can do
another way to put it. The detox symptoms.
Sorry, brother.
That's
Yeah.
okay. This is what this show is. It is what it is.
Yeah, I guess I could do that on another live.
Yeah, let's go back to urine therapy.
All right. Yeah.
This is today's talk, and this is today's subject.
After you like do it for a little while. That's really practical. I don't think people say that enough. Because it admits that it doesn't taste great in the beginning. It doesn't. You're sick. It's a feedback loop. It's like important that it doesn't taste good in the beginning.
Right.
Like everybody's got a good story about how they first started.
Mhm.
Nobody just downs it. I mean, maybe nobody I talked to.
I might have done that. How I recommend that people.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, Dan must have.
Yeah.
Daniel's been around.
Yeah. That was me.
But it's like, well, if I didn't like it, then how did I really get a taste for it? You get a taste for it. With certain foods, which are really high class, and like there's two ways that get people into it. One, the price tag is expensive. Two, they get the reassurance that you actually can build a palate for it. This is a well-known thing. And like, yes, you build a palate for pee.
Yes.
I'm not continuing to tolerate it. No, that's not why I have the energy to talk about it publicly. No, I love it. Yeah.
I'm all about it. I took a shower with my spray bottle this morning. I keep a quart spray bottle with the aged in, the evolving in it over the soap dish, and just go in there and spray. And you can get the parts in the back that you can't normally get. You can get your butt and the back of your legs and everything, and it just air dry or lightly feathered tap dry.
Someone needs like a sprinkler unit, so you can like get it filtered so where you can re-loop it more.
Wait, a looping sprinkler system?
Yeah,
You'd have to have some sort of catch.
What?
On the ground. You have to have a grate on the ground and it would soak it all up.
Okay. Well, like think of like an enema kit, but for like an actual shower, right? So then you can just like use it, you can shower it, and it's like has the pressure of it.
I'm too stimulated. I like this too much. So let's move on.
Let's move on, or you guys have to turn off your camera and yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So here's some of the questions that people throw at you, and you probably know the answer. They'll say, can I still do my prescription drugs or recreational drugs and do Shivambu?
Yeah, what do you say, Sage?
I say a good rule of thumb is to do the oral. You can do the topical the whole time, but do the oral an hour on either side of it, so the body doesn't interpret it as a threat or an attack to its system and start breaking it apart. Because what you're working with the mind of the person, that they eventually have to wean themselves off these drugs, have the change in their brain chemistry, so they're free from it. Some people have gone cold turkey and some people cannot do that.
Cold turkey is psychological as well. It, like, helps people to quit if they go cold turkey. Because I can't imagine it physically help.
Well,
Well,
you have to
first-
be,
drinking it when you're taking medication, like it tastes terrible. Because one time I was prescribed an antibacterial cream because I had an ear infection on the like just the skin part just outside.
Yeah.
And I was also practicing urine therapy, so like I was drinking it and I was totally repulsed by the taste of it. So I think anyone who would try to drink it just wouldn't be able to do it unless they were seriously dedicated, or if like it
I
just
mean,
gives
you're,
you this
you're
bad
redosing the
vibe.
medication too.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
also bad. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's all coming out of that through there.
Yeah, I mean,
so-
I was talking to benzo people about it, and this is a great thing if you're, if it's really a drug of addiction.
or if you already aged it, then no,
Yeah, tell me.
without being on medication, I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if people are new to the practice, they wouldn't have it stored up. So
I tell you,
don't know.
aged orange enemas are the most relieving thing.
I had my
That's-
first one yesterday.
It's a little advanced, but in terms of just helping you feel better, aged orange, small amounts, just leave it in there for a little while. I mean, talk about it.
So yeah, so I had my first enema yesterday. I was scared to death, and he helped me through it, which
Yeah,
is great because
yeah.
he brought it out, and I didn't know what was happening. But we used his.
I'll be right back. Keep talking.
We used his. I want you to hear.
It was, mildly evolved and it wasn't too much. And she
Okay,
got
I'll put the jar under the table. Go ahead.
So
That's what I do. That's the shit I do, dude.
we used his evolved.
He's a
And
boy
then
after my own heart.
yeah, and then
I
I
need to
had
calm
like
down for this meeting. I gotta put something in my butt.
I had like a psychedelic experience,
Yeah.
I would say. It wasn't like intense actually, but I was like on the toilet and like I looked down at my hands and I'm like, whoa, what am I
Your
looking
hand-
at?
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, like, damn, his pee made me high up the butt.
Well,
Yeah.
it's what happens when you're with somebody who may be taking different kinds of nutrients or plant medicines or God knows what, and it comes out in the urine.
Yeah, my excuse for that is like, look, it's me.
It's all you, bro. Yeah.
But don't say something too harsh about my opinion now. I think you had a good time. I hope you did. Yeah, but I mean, if it's somebody, it's my responsibility. So yeah, I was actually a little bit surprised that she had that kind of reaction, frankly.
What?
Well, I didn't think it was going to make you like feel like you were on drugs. What it feels like to me is like incredible oxygenation and alkalinity boost, which can
Mm.
make you feel high, but
Yeah.
not really sort of psychologically high. It's like very physical and
It
grounded.
didn't last that long though.
Yeah. Well, that's normal in terms
But
of
it was
urine.
just like felt great. It felt like I was just like lighter being, and holding it in first of all was a challenge because I like was the first time I ever did that. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, the older it is, the more ammonia it's got.
Yeah, it was hard to hold it in, but then like it felt great when it just let out.
Yeah, it's
man,
actually- it's
I can't
actually
believe I
not true.
forgot it.
At a certain point,
What?
the ammonia goes away. Isn't that true? In
It
terms of the evolving.
outgasses. It outgasses or it evaporates.
The only logic I got for that, and I've got other, evidence for this, is that the urine is a living organism. It's cleaning itself. There is no such thing as an immune system, but the detox system is present both in the human body and just a jar of urine in a glass. It's got a full on, basically what people call an immune system. And I think the ammonia is part of the cleaning process. It certainly makes me reject toxicity. Like you got ammonia dense urine and you work with it and you start to kind of have like this very astringent purging effect. And so it seems to be part of a cleansing process. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab some more.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, I
I
took
think there's more upstairs.
So
Or yeah.
anybody want to propose a question? Okay, good. How do you describe urine therapy to newbies? What do you say to people when they say, it's a waste product? Everybody knows it's the body's way of eliminating things. What do you tell them?
It depends on the person. If they've used marijuana before. Like I could describe them as you can get high off of it without get high in your own supply, and that will probably encourage them as well as way to heal without busting their budget.
Mhm. Well, it's the one thing you cannot brand or get a copyright or trademark on. It's urine.
I got a new way to explain it to newbies I haven't practiced. But we're doing it with Masterpiece, and this is just facts. You can replace your blood with high quality plasma and gain health. It's a blood transfusion capable material, plasma.
Mhm.
Whether that's your own or ocean plasma, it's got organic minerals in it.
Mhm.
In my definition of plasma, always has organic minerals in it, meaning it's been processed through a plant, through algae, if it's ocean plasma, or your body with Urine. And it's a replacement for your blood that is cleaner than your blood. So the hook is that there was a dog in Paris in the 1800s who publicly got a whole blood transfusion with marine plasma. And it was a dying dog, cancerous, whatnot, or just dying. And it like sprung back up into puppyhood after a day of rest. All the blood taken out of the dog, pardon, and
Replace.
then replaced with marine plasma. And it not only survived, it thrived. Yeah. So that's a nice little factoid. It's a dog. It's a real experiment. You can't do these experiments on humans. And you can't do them any longer on dogs. So the story is it's like 1800s, which is true. And it was
cool
public.
back then.
Yeah, there's a website called oceanplasma.org that has this information.
Thank you. Well, speaking of dogs and animals, we're getting more and more stories of people who use their blood plasma to treat their dogs that have hip problems, back problems, skin conditions, cancer, etc. A friend of mine's dog loves to bathe in her aged Urine baths, and this dog took to it so well that it would swim and play and drink the Urine while it was in the bathtub. And what the human noticed is that when the dog left the bathtub over a period of time, its hip pain went away. And so now she's smart enough that when she goes to fill up the dog's water bowl, she not only fills it up with her Urine, but the dog goes through 2 or 3 servings of Urine in her water bowl every day.
Dog's drinking more water because of this too?
Well, the water it's drinking is her Urine.
Sure, yeah. I just think dogs are probably going to be turned off to tap water comparatively, right? And
If they're sensitive, they will. There's a video going around right now where this guy was trying to serve McDonald's junk food to his bear that he raised, became a full-grown bear. And every time he handed the French fry and the McDonald's this and that and other thing, the bear would just go, or knock it out of his hand.
yeah,
Because the animals know what's fake and what's real in the plant kingdom. It was amazing to see that video.
it's humiliating where humanity is at. It really is. And we're all in this together, friends. That's all I can say.
We're all in together and we're all in it to succeed together.
She took the pee cup and I gotta go. Be right back.
All right, so he'll pee right back. Daniel, how's Joy? How's Dad? They're doing good. Are they doing urine therapy? Daniel might have stepped away as well. So guys, get over to shivambu.org and get yourself a free membership of the Shivambu Hut. The way to get there is to go to shivambu.org. That's spelled shivambu.org. Go find the link to the Shivambu Hut and claim your free membership and join all the water family there at the Shivambu Hut. Is there anything else I'd forgotten to mention? No. If you guys want what, Daniel?
My mom is even more. She
Your audio's not doing so good.
needs to get.
Okay,
Part of it was probably the jab because her husband convinced her to get
okay.
it, which is very.
All right, you're not sounding too good. So Daniel, what we're gonna do is we're gonna
Oh.
come to a close.
All right.
We're gonna come to a close since everybody needs to be moving on with their day. And I know I have things that are pressing, so I'm gonna get to them too. So guys, drink of yourself, get to know yourself, love yourself, and pass that on with those people who are coming into your circle, your field, your aura today, because they deserve as much love as you do. And thank you for stopping by and being part of this historically made call today. And next Urine Therapy Q&A will be scheduled for next Friday, the 28th. And so look for a link or reach out to me as well. Aloha.
Could